Mr. Chancellor, sir, while we are still upstanding, I invite the university chaplain to say a word of prayer.
Tunamtukuza Mwenyezi Mungu nyakati zote, zitaacha kamwe kuzitamka sifa zake. Mimi nitaona fahari juu ya Mwenyezi Mungu pamoja naye. Sote pamoja tulisifu jina lake. Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na la Roho Mtakatifu. Mungu Baba Mwenyezi, tunakushukuru kwa kipaji cha uhai ambacho umetujalia sisi wana wako. Asanti kwa wema wako mkuu kwetu sisi siku hii ambayo unatualika kusherehekea ufanisi wa mahafala hawa wa chuo chetu kwa jumla, tunapoadhimisha hafla ya 8 ya kufuzu katika chuo chetu cha Laikipia. Tunakuomba utuhurumie sisi wakosefu ili tustahili kusimama mbele yako siku hii ya leo na kudhihirisha ukuu wako kati yetu. Tunakushukuru kwa zawadi ya majukumu uliotupa katika chuo ili kuwalea na kuwaelekeza wana wako. Kwa miaka 4 ulitukabidhi watoto wako katika vitengo mbalimbali. Tunakushukuru wanapofuzu tayari kulihudumia taifa lako takatifu, na kuomba uanjalie mahafala hawa wote afya ya kiroho na kimwili, haswa wanapoadhimisha siku hii ya ufanisi wao. Wabariki wazazi na walezi wao na kuzidi kuwapa nguvu wanapowalea na kuwaelekeza katika maisha. Wabariki kazi ya mikono yao na safari zao wanapojiunga nasi leo hii ili kushuhudia ukuu wako katika maisha ya mafala hawa, ufanisi wetu kama chuo. Tunakuomba ubariki uongozi wa chuo hiki, baraza la usimamizi, chancellor, makamu wa chancellor na wote wenye majukumu mbalimbali na wahadhiri wote ambao kila siku hujibidisha kuhakikisha wanafunzi wote wanapata elimu na huduma bora. Baba muumba wetu, uongoze na kuwaelekeza wote ambao kwa juhudi zao tunafurahia siku hii. Wabariki viongozi wote wa serikali kuu, wawakilishi wa wizara ya elimu na serikali za kaunti ambao kwa ushirikiano wamezidi kutupa motisha kama chuo ili kuzidi kukua na kuendelea katika nyanja mbalimbali. Utubariki sote na utujalie sherehe zenye ufanisi siku hii ya leo. Tushushie Roho wako Mtakatifu ili atuongoze na kutuelekeza katika vipindi vyote vya sherehe hii ya leo. Na kwa huruma yako utujalie amani, umoja na upendo katika chuo chetu. Tunaomba hayo yote kwa njia ya Kristo Bwana wetu anayeishi na kutawala Mungu daima na milele. Amina. Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na la Roho Mtakatifu. Amina.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is my humble pleasure to invite the Registrar Academic Affairs to cite the relevant statute.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, Statute 28 of the Laikipia University Statutes provides that for the purpose of conferring degrees and awarding of diplomas of the university, there shall be held from time to time a meeting of the university, which shall be called a congregation. If the Senate so decides, other academic distinctions may be conferred and certificates awarded at such a congregation. In accordance with Section 5 of the same statutes, I now call upon the Vice Chancellor to constitute the 8th congregation of Laikipia University.
The Chancellor, sir, in accordance with Statutes 28, Section 5 of Laikipia University, Statutes of 2019, I now constitute the 8th Congregation of Laikipia University. In accordance with University Act number 42 of 2012, Section 38, subsection 5, the functions of the Chancellor under subsection 3 may be, in the absence of or incapacity of the Chancellor, be performed by the Chairman of Council. Accordingly, Dr. Ken Nyawundi shall preside over the 8th graduation ceremony as the acting Chancellor of the University. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, we want to kick off our program with some session of entertainment. And to entertain us will be Laikipia University Traveling Theatre with a choral verse entitled Mtoto Degree. Laikipia University Travelers Theatre. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now invite the Laikipia University Choir to give us a song entitled Tunawakaribisha Wageni. Laikipia University Choir, please. Mr. Chancellor, sir, before we proceed to speeches, I would want to invite the Vice Chancellor to read messages of congratulations and also apologies. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, we have received apologies and congratulatory messages from the following persons. Professor Mary Ndungu, the Vice Chancellor, Kirinyaga University. Professor Fred Barasa, the Vice Chancellor, Taita Taveta University. Professor George N. Cheminingwa, a Principal, Turkana University College. Professor Victoria Ngumi, Vice Chancellor, JKUAT. Professor Ramanus Odhiambo, Vice Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology. Professor Laila Ubabakar, Vice Chancellor, Technical University of Mombasa. Dr. Chuma Mukhwana, the Director General of Kenya National Qualification Authority. Dr. Eliud Kipchoge, who is our alumni, he has sent his apologies. Elizabeth Tutaek, the regional manager, Postal Corporations, has also sent her messages. Alice Omoyo, assistant manager for sales, Kenya Postal Corporations, have also sent their messages. I would also like to recognize the presence of the Vice Chancellor of Moi University, Professor Isaac Kosgei. The apologies also from Professor Teresa Kenga, the Vice Chancellor, University of Eldoret. Let me also recognize the presence of Professor Paul Wanaina, the Vice Chancellor, Kenyatta University. I also like to recognize the presence, I don't know if he has arrived, Barack Ochieng, the manager, Kenya Commercial Bank, Nyahururu branch. I'd also like to recognize the presence of our alumni, Dr. Francis Kangure, who is the chairperson of our alumni. Others are still streaming in. As they come, we shall announce them. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, we now enter the phase of speeches, and the first one to give his speech is the Laikipia University Students Association chairperson, Mr. Willis Ochieng Arama. Mr. Ochieng, please.
All protocol observed. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is such an honor to stand before you today as the sitting chair of the Laikipia University Student Association. It's a great pleasure to be part of this wonderful ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the student fraternity to congratulate all the graduates for their achievements. This being the 8th graduation ceremony of the university, we truly overjoyed. Laikipia University continues to live up our mission, our vision as the university of valued transformation of society to produce both professional and intellectual, morally upright individuals for the modern world. As I stand here today, I'm overwhelmed by the way you have worked tirelessly to achieve your best at this institution. For all you graduates, it may seem like best achievement in your life, but let me remind you with the words of Ari Wong when he stated that the most important day of a person's education is the first day of school. In your case, the university, not the graduation day. So consider this day to be the milestone achieved after you joined Laikipia University, and more so, count it as a blessing. Making it to graduation has not been easy, especially during the global COVID-19 pandemic, which caused hours in many educational activity, greatly affecting our students and greatly disrupting educational calendar, and even more so you graduates delaying your graduation. It is really encouraging and memorable seeing you with zeal, not allowing the pandemic to discourage your expectations. Today is a demonstration of success in your studies. Let us not forget the university administration as well as our parents and guardians, whom I acknowledge have done their level best to make this day a success. Let's give them a round of applause. On behalf of the student fraternity, I appreciate not only what you have done for today, but also for the 4 years since admission to the university. For you have made sure the graduates have excelled with overwhelming victory. Lastly, as you join the admirable alumni, I would like to leave you with the words of Tom Bokru, who said that you are educated, your certification is your degree. You may think of it as a ticket to good life. Let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. May you all go out there and make the world a better place and be good ambassadors of Laikipia University. Thank you once more and congratulations. May God bless you and may God bless Laikipia.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my profound pleasure to invite the Laikipia University Alumni Association Chairman to make his remarks. Dr. Kangure, please.
Thank you very much, the chief guest, Justice Mobi Gugi, the Chancellor, Laikipia University, and other chancellors present today, the Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, the Chairman of Laikipia University Council, the Chancellor, Laikipia University, and other chancellors present today, the Vice Chancellor, Laikipia University, and other Vice Chancellors present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very proud today to stand before you, to celebrate you, because Laikipia University forms a great part of my history, because this is where I went for my university education as a graduate for 4 years. And I'm always very happy and I feel honored to come back and see other students graduate from this great institution. Everything that has a beginning has an ending, and today you mark an era for the graduating class of 2020, and we recognize that, as the chairman of the Student Association said, you have studied at a very difficult situation occasioned by COVID-19 pandemic. So as we tip our hats for you today, we know that it has taken a lot of hard work for you to succeed and graduate today. And therefore, as Alumni Association, we are here to celebrate you. We are here to celebrate your lecturers. We are here to celebrate your parents and guardians, the university management, for overcoming these uncertainties and disruptions. And today we are here to see you graduate. So our dear graduates, you will be entering a job market which has undergone a drastic shift for the last 1 year. It is no longer business as usual, and we have to contend with the new normal. Nevertheless, step out confidently, because you have been equipped with the knowledge and skills that will help you to thrive in the workplace and make an impact. And I'm a testimony. When I stand before you, I know Laikipia is an excellent institution. And when you go through this institution, you are likely to succeed in your career and in your life. Laikipia University alumni, as Laikipia University alumni who once sat in the classes, in the same classes as you, walked in the streets as you did, and slept in the same hostels that you are sleeping today, for those who are here, I am very, very proud, and I want to welcome you with pride to join the Laikipia University on various activities that we undertake to support the university. So we wear the tag of Laikipia University alumni with pride and are raising the flag of the university high. Through our actions as Alumni Association, who have very good etiquette, good character, we are building an outstanding name for Laikipia University, and we know that you are going to do the same. Dear graduates, it is with immense pleasure that I welcome you to the Laikipia University Alumni Association, a network of former Laikipia University students doing incredible things in the society. And by becoming an active member of this association, you will willingly give back to your alma mater, the community that has molded you to become who you are today. From the alumni, you also get access to the pool of graduates who may provide information and opportunities for career growth, for employment, for business, and further studies. In the past, we have helped our alumni secure internship opportunities and employment opportunities in the industry. To ensure that you do not miss out on these opportunities, kindly register with the Alumni Association online, and you are going to find the details on the university website. Each year, the association runs several projects geared towards making the university better for current and future students. For example, we take part in the annual tree planting activities, which is very, very important. when you think about climate change, mitigation, and adaptation. We also support university industry linkages through student mentorship, providing information on internship and job opportunities, among other very valuable activities. This year, we planted more than 500 trees, an activity that we shall continue to do every year. We also supported and participated in the first ever Pan-African CO2 Certification Compensation Conference that was hosted by the university in June this year. Of significance, we have lined up great projects such as Alumni Scholarship Fund that is still under discussion with the university management. And once this comes into fruition, we are going to commence supporting needy students perhaps by the close of the year. So we will be reaching out to you in the due course to request for support in this noble initiative. And in addition, we plan to add more reading sheds to ensure that students get conducive areas for carrying out their studies, research, and even we reiterate our commitment to support the university in all its endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank the University Management Board, led by the able Vice Chancellor, Professor Rotich, for the continuous and unwavering support to the association as we work towards making Laikipia University the university of choice. We are the ambassadors of the university, and we want to continue supporting this university to grow. Our dear graduates, once again, congratulations, and you are most welcome to join the alumni family. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Kangure, for your speech. I want now to invite the Vice Chancellor to make his remarks and invite the keynote speaker. I also want to clarify that after that, the Vice Chancellor will invite the Chairman of Council to address the congregation. Thereafter, the Chairman of Council will invite the Cabinet Secretary or his representative to address the congregation. And lastly, on speeches, the Chairperson of Council will invite the Chancellor to address the congregation. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir.
Good morning, everybody. The Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, the Chancellor, Laikipia University, and other chancellors who may be present, the Principal Secretary, the State Department of University Education and Research, our chief guest and guest speaker, Justice Mumbi Ngugi, the Chairman, Laikipia University Council, other Vice Chancellors present and Deputy Vice Chancellors present in this occasion, the Alumni Association, the graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure this morning to welcome you all to Laikipia University 8th graduation ceremony, honoring the achievements of our graduates. I extend my congratulations to the 2020 graduating class today. It is a momentous day as we witness the graduates being conferred with degrees and award of diplomas in their various specializations. Your hard work and endurance have culminated in this auspicious occasion that makes Laikipia University proud of this accomplishment. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chancellor, sir, with the continued support of the Ministry of Education, the University Council, the University Management Board, the Senate, staff, we have continued to witness a lot of growth and development in the university. It is due to this that Laikipia University remains focused on providing an academic, serene, stimulating, and quality learning environment that fosters research, scholarship, innovation, and technological development towards producing transformative graduates with the capacity to contribute to realization of the national development goals and agenda. Our graduates have cut out a niche for themselves in the job market and industry due to the unique knowledge acquired in the course of their studies. It is also due to the unique learning environment at the Laikipia University that out of the current 2,880 declared capacities, we received 2,338 slots were given to us by Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Services, which translate to approximately 81% of the requested number that we wanted. Mr. Chancellor, sir, Laikipia University has in the recent past established strategic collaborations and linkages with institutions of interest to ensure empowerment of our graduates and providing them with cutting-edge skills and mindset to enable them deal with life and professional challenges. The university has partnered with Huawei to offer certification in information technology. It also partnered with the Technical University of Berlin, Mary University of Science and Technology, among many others, to host the Pan-African Carbon Dioxide Compensation Conference, which was held recently. Further, the university had a collaboration with the University of Pretoria in South Africa, Egerton University in Kenya, the Future Africa campus of University of Pretoria, to host the multidisciplinary research conference on suitable agricultural development, from which 5 best publications in peer-reviewed journals are expected to be sponsored. The university also acknowledges and appreciates these 3 students and lecturers who participated in the Global First Prize ICT compensation, which was held at Serena Hotel in Nairobi, and received the awards for the same. Additionally, as part of fulfilling our research agenda, the university held its inaugural internal academic research and innovation week for both its undergraduate and postgraduate students, as well as staff, where innovative ideas were showcased within the university. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, a milestone for university is the accreditation of the Laikipia University Institutional Ethics Review Committee by the National Commission for Science and Technology and Innovation, commonly known as NACOSTI. This accreditation allows the university to operate and conduct ethics review of research proposals in all areas of study, being undertaken by students and staff of the university and any other researcher or institution who would like to engage in its services. This committee is now fully operational, and the general public is encouraged to make their applications for ethical reviews of their research proposals, since it is a requirement that all research carried out in the country must go through an ethical review process and get clearance for the same. Ladies and gentlemen, the university radio has been licensed by the Communication Commission of Kenya, CCK. This is another milestone for the university, since the media studio is set to offer a platform for our communication and media students who will acquire hands-on knowledge and experience training on media broadcasting. The media industry is a dynamic one that provides employment opportunities to a lot of young people. and one can actually excel with minimal investment as initial input. It is therefore prudent that through this facility, the university develops the capacity of those who are going to use it to improve themselves and become part of the human resource that will be going out to work in the industry. The university will therefore work towards expanding its facility to enable more students to benefit from this studio. Ladies and gentlemen, the university has planned to establish a business center and a science park to harness the knowledge and transformational change, encourage cooperation, and create synergy in the university as it collaborates with other universities, research institutions, and the private sector to create a favorable environment for innovation, renovation, and training. The proposed business center and the science park, whose construction is set to commence this financial year, aims at creating high-tech clusters that will serve as a catalyst to technological development, economic transformation, and wealth creation with a link to generation of knowledge. The university is therefore involved in a number of activities that will spur the growth of the center, while at the same time ensuring that it contributes to the resource mobilization strategy set up by the university. This includes the commercialization of the water bottling and the selling unit, the sale of the detergents, and the production of sanitizers, among others. Further, the university is set to commence value addition of its farm products, such as the production of yogurt, bread, milk, and wheat, respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, through the performance contracting system, the university has continued to implement corporate social responsibility activities to enhance good neighborliness, thereby improving its image within the community. At a time that the COVID-19 pandemic was at its highest and positive rates were equally very high, the university produced and distributed face masks and liquid soap to members of the staff and also to the neighboring communities that included the Nyahururu Sub-County Hospital, the prisons department in Nyahururu. This exercise certainly went a long way in trying to mitigate the effects of the pandemic. Mr. Chancellor, sir, additionally, corporate social responsibility activities performed by the university included visiting 10 neighboring schools on academic mentorship and planting of trees to improve the environment, distribution of seedlings to members of the neighboring community during its annual environmental week. Moreover, the university held its 7th Health Week, which saw over 1,000 members of the community access free medical services on preventive health care, particularly on communicable diseases. This was made possible by the fact that the University Medical Center is now an NHIF-registered facility that offers quality services to its customers. As a result of this improved status, the university is set to refurbish the wards unit so that we can have more inpatients. It is also in the process of preparing a proposal on the introduction of dental services at the medical center. All this improvement will go a long way in improving the medical services offered to students, staff, and the members of the community. To our dear graduates, graduation is a turning point in your lives. It marks the beginning of transformation from student life to lifelong service to society. The skills and knowledge imparted to you guarantees competencies and capacities that will enable you to adapt to the ever-evolving dynamics of the job market. You are empowered to catalyze transformation of society. Our critical importance is that the fact that the university has set you on the path of self-realization and service to humanity. Spice up this moment journey with courage, confidence, determination to last the full course. As you leave Laikipia University, you remain our worthy ambassadors. Once again, let me congratulate the class of 2020 and wish you all the best as you join the job market.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today. Our guest speaker is the Honorable Justice Mumbi Ngugi. Justice Ngugi is a judge of the Court of Appeal of Kenya. Until her appointment to the Court of Appeal, she served as the presiding judge in the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Division of the High Court in Nairobi. She has also served as the presiding judge, High Court of Kenya in Kericho, as well as a judge in the Constitutional and Human Rights Division in Nairobi. Justice Ngugi has in the last 9 years been involved in emerging human rights jurisprudence in Kenya, particularly in relation to socio-economic rights under the 2010 Kenya Constitution. She has made significant contributions to the emerging anti-corruption jurisprudence in Kenya in the period she served as the presiding judge of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Division, and that was between the year 2019 and June 2021. Justice Ngugi is a long-term advocate of human rights in Kenya. She has been involved in advocacy work for the rights of women and children, as well as housing rights, especially for the urban poor. She has also been a prominent activist for the rights of persons with albinism in Kenya. Prior to her appointment to the bench, Justice Ngugi was a prolific writer and researcher on human rights issues and was for 6 years the lead researcher and compiler of Kenya Human Rights Commission biannual human rights report. She was also a long-time columnist for Kenya's leading newspapers, the Sunday Nation and the Standard, on several socio-legal issues. She was, before that, a practicing advocate and did so for 17 years, primarily covering civil and family law. Justice Ngugi holds a bachelor's degree from the University of Nairobi and a Master of Laws degree in commercial and corporate law from the London School of Economics, University of London. Justice Ngugi has been the recipient of several international and local awards. To cite but a few, in the year 2013, Justice Ngugi was the International Commission of Kenya Jurist of the Year. In 2017, the Law Society of Kenya awarded her the Distinguished Service Award. In 2018, the C.B. Madan Award went to Justice Ngugi, and in 2019, Transparency International gave her the Judicial Integrity Award. In 2021, Justice Ngugi was honored by the Center for International Human Rights of the Northwest University School of Law with the Global Jurist of the Year Award. Justice Ngugi is a member of the Africa Regional Judges Forum on HIV/AIDS, and she chairs the Steering Committee on Judicial Education in the same entity, Africa Regional Judges Forum. I do not think we would have found a better, a more befitting person to speak to us on this 8th graduation ceremony of Laikipia University, and it is now my pleasure to invite Justice Mumbi Ngugi to make her keynote address.
I want to speak to you. It is a pleasure for me to speak to you this morning in relation to, as you graduate from the university with various degrees. I'm aware that it has taken a lot of hard work for you to arrive where you are today. It takes a lot of effort to pass through 4 years of work and to achieve the various degrees in the various disciplines that you have achieved this morning. It is also an honor for me to be present at Laikipia University, which I understand has a very long history, having started as an agricultural college in the 1960s. I'm sure a lot of you and quite a good number of the people of the faculty were not born then. I am also happy that in the period that you have been a university, first as a constituent college of Egerton University, and later as a fully chartered university, the university has produced a good number of students. I understand that at the present moment, there are about 7,000 students. So I congratulate the university, and I congratulate also the graduates who are receiving their degrees today. I'd like to say that it is no mean achievement to earn a degree. It speaks of many years of hard work and dedication and of sleepless nights. It also speaks of countless days spent in pursuit of learning, and a graduation also marks the culmination of many dreams and hopes for a good future. It also means that many of you, as all students do, look forward to achieving great employment opportunities and a better life for all within your own setting and within your families. But as one dreams and hopes at graduation, at the graduation day, it should also be an opportunity to reflect on what has passed and to begin to think about what is to come. It is a time to consider what path one should follow in life and what principles, values, and ideals should guide one's path. The centrality of a life that is guided by values and principles cannot be overemphasized. For those who are a little older, and I believe I speak for maybe your vice chancellor, perhaps your chairman, we who were there in the 70s and 80s and 90s, we have seen the destruction that has happened to our economy and our public services. We have seen how our institutions have deteriorated. We have watched as corruption and a shocking lack of integrity has undermined our public and private institutions. We have had what the lack of accountability and integrity has crept, how it has crept and taken root in our educational institutions, and we have seen the consequences of corruption on all our institutions and in our lives. I need not tell you about what has happened to our hospitals and which are now lacking in drugs in many cases, how essential supplies they have no essential supplies because those charged with looking after those institutions have siphoned the funds or the drugs and taken them to their private institutions. We pass through the road that leads to universities, and that road is an example of how we do not maintain our institutions or our facilities, Our roads, which should have been built to a high standard, are built with a thin layer of cement, which is swept away in the first rains, by the first rains. The funds that are meant for public facilities, public institutions, are siphoned off to build private apartments, to be taken to private bank accounts abroad. As we speak, a lot of our people do not have drugs. We understand that our hospitals have no oxygen, and our people are gasping their last breaths because of the corruption that has crept into our country. When we speak about the poverty in this country, you may not be surprised to learn that about 36% of us live below the poverty line. But this should not be the case. It is so because we have abandoned our principles, we have abandoned our integrity. We should not be living in the kind of houses that we live in. Our women should not still be traveling long distances in search of water. So the question we ask is why this has been the case. Is it that we do not know what has been wrong with what we have been doing? We do know. In a speech that he delivered a few years ago, Honorable Kiraitu Murungi, who was then the Minister of Justice, spoke about how corruption has taken books from our schools, how it has taken drugs from our hospitals, how it has filled our roads with potholes. He spoke of how our children are dying because of treatable diseases when we should have the money to deal with those illnesses. He spoke of corruption in our midst as a crime against humanity. When many of us hear the word corruption, of course we say, our leaders are very bad. They are the ones who are corrupt. They even say we have a whole chapter dedicated to anti-corruption. They also say that it is the judges who are corrupt, and therefore we should look to them to change the country, to bring it to the right path. But I want to pose a question now to all of us present today. Is it really only our leaders who are corrupt? Do we not all have a part to play in this destruction of our country? The reason I pose this question is that today we are graduating about 1,800 students. They are the ones who will go out, they will be the leaders. And when we talk about corruption, we are only really talking about a simple concept: the lack of integrity, the lack of ideals, the lack of values in all that we do. So while it may be very obvious that our leaders should not be corrupt, we forget that we too can be corrupt. And I'll give you illustrations. For those students who are graduating today, I will not ask you to lift up your hand, but I will ask you, if you ever took a Mwakenya to the classroom during an exam, you are corrupt. If you ever copied from your next door neighbor, you are corrupt. If in your master's thesis, you asked somebody to write your thesis for you and you passed it off as your own, you are corrupt. And if you ever downloaded a thesis from the internet and passed it off as your own for your PhD graduation, you are corrupt and you do not deserve the honor that you get today. But we can change the way we do things. We can take this day today as a new beginning. There's that song, I think it's by Emmy Kosgei, who sings, I think is it Taunet Lele? I think it's in Kipsigis. It's a beautiful song. And I understand from those who understand the language that it means it is a new dawn. We have a new dawn. For us who are graduating today, for those who are graduating today, we have a new dawn. You can make a change in the way you do things. You can commit in your mind and in your heart to be guided by the values of integrity and honesty. Because integrity basically means that you will do the right thing, your thoughts and your words will be guided by the proper values, the interests of the right thing, the interests of others rather than self-interest. And when you do that, then you will also operate, whether in whatever institution that you find yourself to be in the right way, and the question of corruption will be a thing of the past. But you might say, why should I bother with this? Why should I bother to be honest? Why should I bother to be guided by integrity or by honesty when everybody else is corrupt? Everybody does it. That is the message that you get all the time. But I will tell you this, not everybody does it. Not everybody who is sitting here today and out there in this country is corrupt. Not everybody does the wrong thing. In the same way as not every student in the class carries a Mwakenya, and not every student copies from others or cheats in their exams. I will tell you that even though there are lecturers who may not mark their papers, not every lecturer fails to do that. And I know that is a problem also. And not every judicial officer and not every judge is corrupt. There are people who do the right thing, who do what is right, who operate on the basis of integrity. So it is not everybody who does what has brought this country to where it is today. So you may also ask, but it is not easy in the kind of environment that we are in to live a life that is guided by values. And I will tell you, yes, it is not easy in a country such as this to live a life that is guided by values. You will hear people who say, and you may have heard it said, but maybe you had that big position, but you did not help yourself. And I will tell you, those are the people who contribute to the deterioration of our institutions because they encourage others to live lives that are guided only by self-interest and not by the values of integrity and honesty. You will also need to be guided by the view that as an honest person, as a person guided by integrity, that you will take responsibility for your actions. Many times when we do something wrong, and maybe we are told, you have done this thing wrong, or you have been caught in corruption, you will begin to say, oh, it is somebody else's fault. It is these people, it is that other person. You fail as a person in charge of an institution to take responsibility for your actions. So aside from living a life of integrity, you need to be able to take responsibility for your actions. While you're a member of a family, or you're a member of a community, or you're a member of a council, you must be able to take responsibility for your actions. Because until you're able to stand on your feet and say, yes, I did this, it was right or it was wrong, and to take the consequences, then the question of integrity has not taken root in your mind. The third thing I want to say is that you are all young people. A lot of you graduating today are young people. Sometimes as a society, we give you the impression that you are owed something, that you must be given a job, that money must come to you, that you must get rich within the first few years. And you will have politicians perhaps who will tell you, do this and we'll give you jobs and so on. What I want to tell you is that at the end of the day, as a young person, your greatest gift is your mind. To use it in the best way possible, not to be taken on a ride by people who will tell you that we can do things for you, to be able to use your mind in such a way that all the creativity that the Lord has given to you is unleashed. If you're able to do those three things, take responsibility for your actions, live a life of integrity, and utilize your mind in the best way possible, then you will be able to make a significant contribution to the country and to this country and to the society in which you will be living. So as you graduate in this year of 2020, it is true, as the chair of your alumni association said, that it is a very difficult period, that COVID-19 has made the job market impossible, but we can only work within the environment that we find ourselves in and use the best of the gifts that we have been given to make a better life for ourselves and for those who look up to us, our parents, our siblings, those who expect us to make a better life for them and for our society. So I wish you all the best in your as you embark on your whatever new careers you get into, and as you go out to live a life of honesty and integrity. So thank you very much.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the Principal Secretary, State Department of Education and Research, the Vice Chancellor, Laikipia University, and other Vice Chancellors present, our Chief Guest, Lady Justice Mumbe Ngogi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the University Council and on my own behalf, I am extremely excited to welcome you all to the 8th graduation ceremony of Laikipia University. To our about 1,800 graduates, I say bravo. Today, with a lot of jubilation, you are conferred degrees and awarded diplomas. You have therefore become empowered as a result of your dedication to pursue quality education. Today will remain a distinguished day to the Laikipia University fraternity, particularly the graduates, since the journey had its fair share of challenges given the COVID-19 pandemic that ravaged the whole world. To our graduates, I have the conviction that the university has prepared you well and grounded you with knowledge and skills, resonating with its core values of quality, integrity, and respect. This should indeed put you in a better position to go out into the world as responsible citizens with the ability to take charge of your destinies and make positive impact in all your future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather to witness this momentous ceremony, I am delighted that the University Council has embraced a transformational agenda for the benefit of the university. The focus is to make Laikipia University much the best. There is concerted effort to improve the learning environment. To this end, the university is set to occupy the new library and administration block building. This will be a great stride towards provision of a state-of-the-art library services. The ongoing digitalization and online service in the library will be a catalyst to quality research and innovation. Further, the university is set to fast-track the completion of the tuition block and the science complex to expand on office space and lecture rooms. This will certainly have a positive impact on availability of adequate space for student population that will from September 2021 have increased number of our postgraduate students, undergraduate students, as well as TVET students who we are preparing to welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the University Council is also restructuring its operations with a focus on strengthening its core functions of academics and research. The restructuring is in line with the Ministry of Education reform agenda that should contribute greatly to the university recasting its limited resources to core functions. It is on this reform agenda platform that the University Council established the Directorate of Resource Mobilization and Investments to assist in strategic mobilization of resources to complement the budget. It is also on this platform that the university is reviewing its academic programs with keen focus on postgraduate programs. Further, the revitalization of the farm as a strategic income-generating activity to generate supplementary resources for the university is ongoing. I urge our alumni to consider partnering with the University Council in realization of this mandate. Additionally, I urge both students and staff to support the University Council and University Management Board in the endeavor to make the university a center of excellence in higher education. The University Council will continue to focus on its commitment to improve service delivery through the implementation of its performance contract, adherence to ISO standards, and commitment to working within the set regulations of the Commission of University Education. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important to note that the university has a deliberate plan to enhance its visibility through marketing and our corporate social responsibility activities and programs. These activities have enabled the university ranking, the Webometrics ranking of world universities and national ranking improve. Hence, Laikipia University is becoming a university of choice to many aspiring students. We take cognizance of the fact that there is a steady rise in allocation of students by the Kenya universities and colleges' central placement services from less than 1,000 students 4 years ago to the current 2,338 out of the approved capacity of 2,880. This increase, which is quite remarkable, translates to 81.18%. Let me sincerely thank the Government of Kenya through the Ministry of Education for its continued funding of university programs. It is through the ministry timely and prompt release of budgetary allocations that Laikipia University has been able to fulfill its mandate. Lastly, I take this opportunity to thank the University Management Board, the Senate, faculty, administrative, technical, and support staff for their singular activities and dedication in ensuring a colorful graduation ceremony for the graduates. Hongera kwa kazi nzuri sana. And to you graduates, God bless you as you join the job market, and I know you're going to be good brand ambassadors of this university. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my singular honor to invite the PS rep to come and give us his remarks.
My name is David Watene from Ministry of Education. I'm Deputy Director, University Education. Before I proceed, I would wish to give the apology of our PS, Ambassador Simon Kwesi, because of other official duties, was not able to be with us today. And in that case, I was requested to come and represent him. So today's occasion, Chancellor, has the blessings of the ministry. Having said that, allow me therefore to read the speech by Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, who is the Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, Ministry of Education, on the occasion of the 8th Laikipia University Virtual
graduation ceremony being held here today. The Cabinet Secretary, Professor George Makoha, the Chancellor, the guest speaker for the day, Lady Justice Mumbi Gugi, the chairperson, Laikipia University Council, who is also our Chancellor, Dr. Ken Nyakundi, members of Laikipia University Council and other university councils present, the chairpersons of councils from other universities present, Vice Chancellor, Laikipia University, Professor Kibet Rotich, Vice Chancellors of other universities present, Deputy Vice Chancellors, members of University Senate, teaching and non-teaching staff of Laikipia University, parents, graduates and sponsors, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, hamjambo. I feel greatly honored to join the Ministry of Education in applauding Laikipia University fraternity that includes the over 1,600 graduates and their parents and guardians on this auspicious occasion of the 8th graduation ceremony. This is a momentous occasion given the challenging and difficult circumstances the education sector has undergone since the inception of the COVID-19 pandemic. Efforts by the University Council, Management Board, Senate, and staff have not been in futility, and today you can all see the fruits of these efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates being conferred degrees and awarded various diplomas signify this great achievement. This should be an inspiration to all of you whose sheer hard work and determination have ensured that you have the success that you are witnessing today. As we celebrate the 8th graduation ceremony, I wish to join others in congratulating all graduates. A graduation day is a day of celebration and reflection as we look back at the collective effort which makes this event a reality. The graduates must have worked hard to achieve their dreams of academic excellence. I am, therefore, convinced that these graduates are adequately prepared to embark on successful careers in the fields that they have passionately pursued at this university. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as a ministry, we give you assurance of our continued support to Laikipia University as it walks the journey of working on its mandate. The ministry will ensure timely disbursement of financial resources with the expectation of prudent and strategic utilization of the same to elevate the infrastructural, academic, and support services in the university. However, given the scarce resources, I call upon Laikipia University to explore other resource mobilization strategies to supplement its financial resources. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage universities to recenter their efforts to the core functions of academics, research, and innovation. This is the only way they shall regain their status and enhance visibility in the development agenda of the nation. Research is the key solution to many problems bedeviling our country, which universities have the minds and the capacity to unlock. Innovative ideas will continue to be churned out in universities if indeed continuity in learning and operations in the universities is embraced, and if indeed disruption is avoided in times of crisis such as the COVID-19 pandemic. Timely completion of studies, development of new knowledge, and dissemination of ideas need to be continuous and uninterrupted process for it to be beneficial to society. It is therefore incumbent upon universities to embrace cutting-edge strategies to achieve their goals. Moreover, universities should embrace information and communication technology, ICT, and change their way of doing things. This is because to survive in today's technology-oriented environment, universities must produce graduates that are technologically savvy. This responsibility calls for universities to reinvent themselves if they are to remain relevant in this new order, and especially in this era of COVID pandemic, where virtual communication is now the order of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, let me once again congratulate the graduates and hope that their contribution to society will be positive as they have been adequately prepared. Be proud of your success and then go out and serve your community, the nation of Kenya, and the world at large. I would like to wish all graduates a prospective future in the labor market. To all those present and those watching virtually, keep safe from COVID-19 pandemic by adhering to the Ministry of Health protocols and guidelines to curb the spread of COVID-19. Thank you, and God bless you all.
May we be seated? Our chief guest, the Honorable Justice Mumbi Ngugi, Acting Chairman, Laikipia University Council, our visiting Vice Chancellors from various universities, and I think at this point it will be appropriate for me to kindly ask them to stand and do the political thing by waving. Oh, yes, karibu sana from KU, and from Moi University, the old eyes here will remember Professor Isaac Kosgei. It was while he was here that he grew tall. Please take your seats. I'll be very brief. It's my pleasure to congratulate the graduating class 2021. Today we confer degrees and diploma awards to 1,800 students. Indeed, this for us is a milestone in spite and despite the COVID-19 challenges that we have all gone through. We acknowledge the resilience and hard work of the graduating class of 2020, whose commitment has made them realize their dream today. It is this dream that we celebrate. May we acknowledge them with a clap of hands. Ladies and gentlemen, Laikipia University continues to make great strides in positioning itself as a university of choice. The graduates we release to the market today are a testimony of the fact that throughout this country and internationally, we have now taken our place in the academic world and will attract the best students to our institution. Our graduates have been well grounded. They have been equipped with ideals, knowledge, wisdom to transform this society. I urge you, our graduates, to keep a keen eye on excellence as a goal to abide and live with. Our chief guest has said time and again that we must make integrity our focus and our identification. Your success today has been determined by what the academic faculty here today has witnessed and certified as your ability to transform knowledge and skills that you have been imparted to an ability to exploit the resources and opportunities that this country offers in upgrading not just yourself and your community, but this country at large. I wish to acknowledge that the university has made a strategic shift in ensuring that learning, research, and other operational functions are achieved in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic. I appreciate in a very special way the efforts of the University Council, the efforts of the management of the university, the Senate, and all academic and non-academic staff whose sustained efforts have brought us this far. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to acknowledge the contribution in a very specific way of the Ministry of Education in availing us the wherewithal, the capital that has enabled us to put up this buildings that you have seen. Chief guest, a few years ago, we started the university in the old buildings that we had inherited from Egerton, and it's our pleasure today to witness a transformation of our infrastructure that enables academic services to be given to our students in a very specific manner. The university continues to roll out other strategies. We have sought to enable online learning for our students and to expand our education and contribution to society. My dear graduates who are watching us online, we apologize that we were not able to have you here today physically with us, but I suppose we all understand the reason why. That notwithstanding, I wish you the best as you enter the next phase of your lives, and please take my congratulations and that of the entire university for your achievement today. May God bless you as you start your journey in the work field. May God light a lamp unto your feet, and may He provide a light unto your path. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Chancellor, sir. And that song, Taunet Nilel, just means it's a new beginning. Mr. Chancellor, sir, we now have another interlude of entertainment. And this time, we are going to have Laikipia University dancers who are going to start with a hype mime for strictly 2 minutes before we have a skit. And the skit is called Degree in 1 and B. I'm going to give a very brief synopsis. The skit is about some sly students who have taken advantage of the coronavirus to dupe their guardians about their studies in the university. They finally failed to graduate, precipitating embarrassing consequences. The Laikipia University Traveling Theatre told me this morning that in this skit, we'll discover why they have transformed from Laikipia University Traveling Theatre to the Laikipia University Traveling Theatre. The emphasis is on there. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I invite, first of all, Laikipia University dancers to do their hype mime in exactly 2 minutes. Karibuni sana.
Let's play on the track.
Thank you very much, Laikipia University dancers, for that enchanting dance. I want to invite the Vice Chancellor to recognize a few guests.
Thank you very much, Chancellor. We have got some guests who have come. Mary Kiama, our Sub-County Police Commander. Please, wherever you are, please show yourself. Yes, she's in charge of our security, and we feel safe now. May I also recognize the presence of a National Youth Service Band, led by their commander. At least play some little music. And any other guests who may have come and we have not seen you, we recognize your presence and we appreciate that. Thank you very much. KWS, is it KWS or NYS? KWS, my apologies. KWS, because NYS also are our stakeholders. Thank you very much, Commander.
Basi asanteni sana. Asanteni sana bendi ya KWS. I'm told that song was called Lipala, Laikipia is different. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now invite the Laikipia University Traveling Theatre to perform. And as they prepare, the Vice Chancellor has something to say.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, our DCC Nyaururu is also present. If you are there, please, I didn't see you. Yes. You can now be sure our security is guaranteed. Thank you very much.
Hamjambo mabibi na mabwana, na karibuni katika hafla hii ya leo. Nina furaha ribo kuwatangazieni kuwa wanafunzi wetu waliosoma kwa miaka na mikaka leo wanapokea matunda ya bidii zao. Na bila kupoteza wakati, ningependa graduates wote wapange foleni ili waweze kukabidhiwa shahada zao.
Gauni yako ni tofauti na wenzako. Ni kwa sababu gani Machabe? Mom, calm down. Nilibadilisha course nafanya communication. Yaani unataka kuniambia hii university yote wewe peke yako ndio unafanya Kiswahili and communication? Sio hivyo mama. Unaona nilibadilisha course nikafanya Bachelor of Science in I&B. Bachelor of Science in I&B. Hiyo ni degree gani? Ni Bachelor of Science in hivi kama mkia wa Mungu. Majebe, wachana na kule jazz. Wani, tena. Wewe, karibia hapo ili upewe degree yako. Unajua nyumbani, baba yako ameshinja busi. Amealika wageni wengi sana. Kwanza wale wa kwanza.
What is going on over there?
Sir, it is Makebe and her mother.
But why? Makebe is not even on the graduation list. Samahani mama Makebe, mwanao hajafuzu.
Ati Makebe is not graduating. Kwa nini asigraduate? Kwani wewe ni nani?
Surely mama Makebe, your daughter is not on the graduation list.
Uogo yote uogo. Si mimi nimekuwa nikimtumia pesa ya bundles. Tangu corona ianze. For the past 1.5 years. Nimekuwa nikimwekea pesa kwa M-Pesa. Hata mtihani alifanya online. Tena ameniambia yeye mwenyewe ana graduate na Bachelor of Science in ISB. Bachelor of Science in ISB. Kwani hamjui?
Kwani ndiko nchi nyingine? Hiyo ni degree gani?
Bachelor of Science in I&B. Internet and bundles. Kwani huijui?
Mama Makebe, mimi ni lecturer kwa hii university and I've been teaching here for the last 15 years. Na sijawahi sikia degree kama hiyo.
Sasa wewe una graduate?
Okay, hapana.
You see? Ndio maana nilisema kasi ya wanao graduate, wachia wanao graduate. Mwambie wewe serikali ikupe kasi. Impe nini? Kazi.
Mama Makebe, mimi niko na kazi. Mimi ni lecturer kwa hii university na pia master of ceremonies kwa event hii ya leo. And it's unfortunate that your daughter is not even on the graduation list.
Lakini si pesa ya bundles nimekuwa nikimwekea kwa simu kila wakati.
Mama Makebe, hizo pesa za bundles mwanao hakuwa anatumia kusoma. Alikuwa social media huyu. Mimlord mkubwa sana huyu hapa. TikTok queen ndio huyu hapa. Ndio huyu. Hakuna mtu mwingine amemshinda huyu kwa TikTok huyu.
Haya. Ne Mama Kebe. Yaani wewe. Umekuwa ukitoki.
Okay.
Wengine tukikula sasa unakula bando. Wapi headmaster? Wapi unamuita na? Ni VC. Oh, wapi VC wa shule? Wapi VC wa shule? Nimwambia akute hiki kijana yake kasi. Kama hajui yeye DB anafanya nini hii shule?
Mama Makebe, dunia si hapa peke yake. Dunia nzima hakuna degree ya internet and bundles. Huyu alikuwa anakudanganya.
Hebu nishikie hapa. Yaani Makebe, mimi. Niombe tu hapa. Kwani na wanya mwingine unamjua ule wakwaya? Mimi niende saluni nitengeneze. Alafu niaibishe mbele ya hawa maprofesa wote. Yaani mimi nitaua mtu.
Hakuna wa kumsaidia. Nendeni mkamsaidie. Dear graduates, thank you for making us proud. And thank you for not being like Makebe. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Laikipia University Traveling Theatre. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now time to award diplomas and also confer degrees. It is therefore my singular pleasure to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Research and Student Affairs to present the best graduate from each school to the Chancellor for commendation. Madam DVC, please.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me. In the graduating class of 2019-2020, the following 4 candidates emerged as the best academically in their respective schools. As I read your name, please stand up and proceed to the dais for recognition by the Chancellor. School of Education, registration number L13-1/0244/016. Jens Mwango Ogega, cumulative weighted average 73, Bachelor of Education, Science.
Congratulations very much, Ogega.
School of Science and Applied Technology, registration number N15-3/1397/016. Kelvin Chuma Omutanyi, cumulated weighted average 77, Bachelor of Science Statistics.
Congratulations very much, Mr. Mutanyi.
School of Business and Economics, registration number R15/5/1894/016. Julius Gitonga, cumulated weighted average 78, Bachelor of Agribusiness Management. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the deans of school to present their graduates for the award of diplomas and conferment of degrees of Laikipia University in the following order. Dean, School of Science and Applied Technology. Dean, School of Humanities and Development Studies. Dean, School of Business and Economics. Dean, School of Education.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 8 candidates, whom I have the honor to present to you, satisfied the Board of Examiners in the School of Humanities and Development Studies and the Senate for the conferment of the respective Doctor of Philosophy degrees of Laikipia University. Doctor of Philosophy in Communication and Media, Ndegwa Francis Muguro. Title of thesis, Adult-Adolescent Communication about Sexuality and Adolescent Sexual Behavior, a case of selected schools in Nakuru County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Vicky Hassandi, Dr. Pauline Wanyoike Kendoro, and Dr. Eliud Kirigia. The candidates will be hooded and escorted to the dais by Dr. Pauline Wanyoike Kendoro and Dr. Eliud Kirigia.
And your faithfulness, my shining Mwangu, for all the times you've been there for me. You've always put a smile on my face. I've seen your kindness, I've seen your goodness, and your faithfulness, my shining Mwangu. You have been so good to me. You have been so good. I just wanna say, Eshe Baba, Eshe, umekuwa mwema kwangu, ndiyo nasema, Eshe Baba, Eshe Baba, I just wanna say, Eshe Baba, I just wanna say, Eshe Baba, Eshe Baba, I just
I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Linguistics, Maina Joseph. Title of thesis, Language and Neuropsychiatric Disorders, an analysis of communication among trilingual schizophrenics in Nakuru Level 5 Hospital, Nakuru County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Eliud Kirigia and Professor James Onyango Ogola. The candidates will be hooded and escorted to the dais by Dr. Eliud Kirigia and Professor James Onyango Ogola.
all the time. I come to say nashukuru kwa wema wako dadi. I come to say eshe Baba. So good to me. I just wanna say I come to say Baba,
Mr. Joseph Mainia, I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Maina Daniel Masharia. Title of thesis, Incongruity Resolution Mechanisms and Context in an Intentional Humor, a linguistic landscape analysis of translation errors on public notices in Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Wendo Nabea and Dr. Florence Mwithi. The candidates will be hooded and escorted to the dais by Professor Wendo Nabea and Dr. Florence Mwithi.
Mr. Daniel Masharia Maina, I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Irimba Frederick Meme. Title of thesis, High-Tech Hate in the Online Narratives of Violence in Kenya, a forensic linguistics approach to hate speech in Facebook and Twitter. Supervisors, Professor Jacinta Ndambuki, Dr. Florence Mwithi, and Professor Sinfrey Makoni. The candidates will be hooded and escorted to the dais by Professor Jacinta Ndambuki and Dr. Florence Mwithi.
Mr. Frederick Meme Irimba, I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Doctor of Philosophy in History, Kungu John Ndungu. Title of thesis, Gender Crime and Punishment in Kenya, a study of Langata Maximum Women Prison, 1960 to 2010. Supervisors, Dr. Peter Wagura Waweru and Dr. Babere Kerata Chacha. The candidates will be hooded and escorted to the dais by Dr. Peter Wagura Waweru and Dr. Babere Kerata Chacha.
Mr. John Ndungu Kungu, I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Doctor of Philosophy in Kiswahili and Communication, Mirisho Esther Mutahi. Mada ya tasnifu, ukiushi wa kanoni katika hadithi teule za watoto za John Kobia na Wadi wa Mitila. Wasimamizi Dr. Sheila Wandera Simwa and Professor Wendo Nabea. The candidate will be hooded and escorted to the dais by Professor James Onyango Ogola and Professor Wendo Nabea.
Sifa nitakupa zaidi na siwezi jizuia kusema wako wema, sio kama najigamba, umenitenda mema na siwezi jizuia kusema wako wema, sio kama.
Bwana Erastus Mutahi Miricho, I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Mwangi Jackson Dungu. Mada, ulinganishi wa maumbo, motifu na changamoto za Majagina katika tendi za Mikidadi na Mayasa na Kalevela. Wasimamizi Dr. Sheila Wandera Simwa and Professor Wendo Nabea. The candidate will be hooded and escorted to the dais by Professor James Onyango Ogola and Professor Wendo Nabea.
Nishikilie nisianguke baba, natamani nikae na wewe maishani, ninapoimba uwepo wako ushuke baba.
Bwana Jackson Ndungu Mwangi, I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Maithia Jane Kanini. Mada ya tasnifu, uchanganuzi wa lugha na ishara za kisemiotiki katika matangazo ya biashara ya kampuni ya Safaricom. Wasimamizi Professor James Onyango Ogola na Profesa Wendo Nabea. Hafali atavishwa na kusindikizwa kwenye jukwaa na Profesa James Onyango Ogola na Profesa Wendo Nabea.
Jane Kanini Maidhia, I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, I give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following one candidate, whom I have the honor to present to you, certified the Board of Examiners in the School of Business and Economics and the Senate for the conferment of the degree of respective Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University. Lagat Asanet Chepkoit, Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Title of thesis, Analysis of the Effect of Diversity Management on Employee Performance in Public Universities in Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Isaac Ocheng, Dr. Poti Owili. The candidate will be hooded and escorted to the dais by Professor Isaac Ocheng and Dr. Poti Owili.
Asenath Chepkoech Lagat, I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following one candidate whom I have the honor to present to you satisfied the Board of Examiners in the School of Education and the Senate for the conferment of the respective Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University. Kamunge Samuel, title of the thesis, School-Based Factors, Stress Levels, and Psychological Interventions among Public Secondary School Administrators in Nakuru County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Budhia Gojiri and Dr. Enos Balasa. The candidate will be hooded and escorted to the dais by Dr. Priska Taruz and Dr. Enos Barasa.
Mr. Samuel Kamunge, I admit you to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Laikipia University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following one candidate, whom I have the honor to present to you, satisfied the Board of Examiners in the School of Humanities and Development Studies and the Senate for the conferment of Master's degree of Laikipia University. Masters of Arts in Kiswahili and Communication, Jason Poi Chibai. Graduate is requested to resume his seat and await the conferment of the degree by the Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 9 candidates, whom I have the honor to present to you, satisfy the Board of Examiners in the School of Business and Economics and the Senate for the conferment of Master of Business Administration degree of Laikipia University. Master of Business Administration, Entrepreneurship option, Mahasi Lubanga Joshua. Finance option, Mokaya Josiah Kea. Moreithi Davis Kirago, Wamboi Justus Maundu, Wanyoike Helen Wadera. Human Resource Management option, Chacha Pascalia Mutiba, Mwaneki Majari Modhoni, Joroge Veronica Wanjiro, Nyaga Juliet Wambeti. Graduates are requested to resume their seat and await the conferment of the degree by the Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 3 candidates whom I have the honor to present to you satisfy the Board of Examiners in the School of Education and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of Laikipia University. Master of Education in Education Management, Kariuki Stanley Muthe. Waboi Kangara Monica. Master of Education in Guidance and Counseling, Jepto Kurga Sarina. Graduates are requested to resume their seats and await for the conferment of the degree by the Chancellor.
Master's graduates are requested to stand up for the conferment of the degree by the Chancellor.
I admit the persons named to the respective master's degree from which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to their respective degrees. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 27 candidates whom I have the honor to present to you satisfied the Board of Examiners in the School of Science and Applied Technology and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas of Laikipia University. Diploma in Information and Communication Technology, credit, serial number 1 to 23, pass, serial number 24 to 27. Graduates are requested to resume their seats and await the award of the diploma by the Chancellor. Thank
you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 23 candidates whom I have the honor to present to you satisfied the Board of Examiners in the School of Humanities and Development Studies and Senate for the award of the respective diplomas of Laikipia University. Diploma in Community Development. Distinction, Wambui Jacinta Mumbi. Credit, serial number 2 to number 17. Pass, serial number 18. Diploma in Criminology and Security Studies. Credit, serial number 19. Diploma in Library and Information Studies. Credit, serial number 20. Pass, serial number 21. Diploma in Public Administration and Governance. Credit, serial number 22 and number 23. Graduates are requested to resume their seats and await the award of the diploma by the Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 66 candidates, whom I have the honor to present to you, satisfied the Board of Examiners in the School of Business and Economics and the Senate for the award of respective diplomas of Laikipia University. Diploma in Business Management, credit, serial number 1 to 6. Diploma in Procurement and Logistics Management, distinction, Lukureya Samson Lepapa. Credit, serial number 8 to 65. Pass, serial number 66. Graduates are requested to resume their seats while at home and await the award of the diploma by the Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 38 candidates whom I have the honor to present to you, satisfy the Board of Examiners in the School of Education and the Senate for the award of the Diploma in Education of Laikipia University. Credit, serial number 1 to 35. Pass, serial number 36 to 38. Graduates are requested to resume their seats and await for the conferment of the degree by the Chancellor while at home. Diploma in Education Arts.
Diploma graduates are requested to stand up for the award of the diploma by the Chancellor.
Acting on the powers conferred by the Universities Act 2012, and knowing that you have satisfied the University Senate in all subjects in which you were enrolled, trained, and examined, it gives me great pleasure to award you the respective Laikipia University diplomas. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 244 candidates whom I have the honor to present to you satisfied the Board of Examiners in the School of Science and Applied Technology and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Laikipia University. Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, second class honors, lower division, serial number 1 to 2. Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science and Technology, first class honors, Kuloba Naomi Nafula. Musembi Masi Munini. Mwanzia Nahashon Ndeto. Wamukota Sylvia Agiza. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 7 to 23. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 24 to 36. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, second class honors, upper division, serial number 37 to 61. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 62 to 97. Pass, serial number 98. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, first class honors, Mbithe Eunice. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 100 to 113. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 114 to 130. Pass, serial number 131. Bachelor of Science in Geography, second class honors, upper division, serial number 132 to 134. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 135 to 143. Bachelor of Science in Information and Communication Technology, second class honors, upper division, serial number 144 to 157. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 158 to 170. Bachelor of Science in Statistics, first class honors, Omutanyi Kelvin Chuma, Wafula Lea Nanyama. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 173 to 190. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 191 to 207. Pass, serial number 208 to 209. Bachelor of Science in Utilization and Sustainability of Arid Lands, second class honors, upper division, serial number 210 to 219. And second class honors, lower division, serial number 220 to 225. Pass, serial number 226. Bachelor of Science in Physics, Biology, Chemistry, and Mathematics. First class honors, Kagui Susan Lena Wangari. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 228 to 231. Second class honors, lower division, 232 to 243. Pass, serial number 244. Graduates are requested to resume their seats and await the conferment of the degree by the Chancellor. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 264 candidates, whom I have the honor to present to you, satisfied the Board of Examiners in the School of Humanities and Development Studies and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Laikipia University. Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media, Communication option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to 9. Media option, first class honors, Atuta Asha Atieno, Kwena Maureen Nabwire, Nyabuto Caroline Mora. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 13 to 63. Bachelor of Arts in Criminology and Security Studies, Security Management option, second class honors, second class honors, upper division, serial number 64 to 108. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 109 to 136. Bachelor of Arts in English and Communication, first class honors, Masievi Brenda. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 138 to 155. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 156 to 161. Bachelor of Arts in Kiswahili and Communication, first class honors, Mabea Damaklin Mokeira, Oluka Faith Kageha. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 164 to 178. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 179 to 181. Bachelor of Library and Information Studies, Information Technology option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 182 to 184. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 185. Library and Knowledge Management option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 186 to 187. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 188. Records and Archives Management option, first class honors, Apollo Medlin Trufosa. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 190 to 206. Second class honors lower division, serial number 207 to 209. Bachelor of Psychology, first class honors, Mbudi Anthony. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 211 to 223. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 224 to 229. Bachelor of Science in Community Development, second class honors, upper division, serial number 230 to 253. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 254 to 264. Graduates are requested to resume their seats and await the conferment of the degree wherever they are by the Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 336 candidates, whom I have the honor to present to you, satisfy the Board of Examiners in the School of Business and Economics and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degree of Laikipia University. Bachelor of Agribusiness Management, first class honors, Gitonga Julius, Goge Stanley Mwangi. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 3 to 15. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 16 to 41. Pass, serial number 42. Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Sociology, first class honors, Mutua Dorcas Martha. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 44 to 63. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 64 to 86. Pass, serial number 87. Bachelor of Arts in History and Economics, second class honors, upper division, serial number 88 to 90. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 91. Pass, serial number 92. Bachelor of Commerce, accounting option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 93 to 115. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 116 to and 117. Banking and finance option, first class honors, Geshoro Flora Nikrote, Getao Valentine Nyokabi, Samson Patrick Lugo, Wangoi Eric Mwangi, Wanjiko Gladys Njoki, Ewero Elizabeth Kagure. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 124 to 159. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 160 to 189. Pass, serial number 190. Human resource management option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 191 to 194. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 195 and 196. Management science option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 197 to 200. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 201 to 205. Procurement and logistics management option, first class honors, Dirangu Aurelia Wanjiro. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 207 to 214. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 215 to 222. Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Economics, second class honors, upper division, serial number 223 to 243. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 244 to 265. Pass, serial number 266. Finally, Bachelor of Science in Economics and Statistics, first class honors, Karaoke Freshia Wangui, Masharia Warogoro Biswell, Dirango Joseph Njenga, Simon Masi Mudeo. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 271 to 311. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 312 to 336. Graduates are requested to resume their seats and await the conferment of the degree by the Chancellor. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 821 candidates whom I have the honor to present to you satisfy the Board of Examiners in the School of Education and the Senate for the conferment of respective bachelor's degree of Laikipia University. Bachelor of Education Arts, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 up to serial number 338. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 338 up to 662. Bachelor of Education Science, first class honors, Ochieng Boniface Owino and Ogega Jeans Mwango. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 665 to 756. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 757 up to serial number 764. Pass, serial number 765 to 767. Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood, first class honors, Wekeza June Nafura. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 769 to 775. Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education and Extension, first class honors, Chibore Joshua Neodo and Felix Aguyo. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 778 to 817. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 818 to 821. Graduates are requested to resume their seats and await for the conferment of the degree by the Chancellor.
Bachelor's degree graduates are requested to stand up for the conferment of the degree by the Chancellor.
I admit the persons named to the respective bachelor's degree from which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to the respective degrees. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, we have been streaming live on YouTube and other relevant media, courtesy of a very able technological group called More Executive, led by Mr. Moses Irungu, and the producer is Victor Otieno. Tunaweza kuwapigia makofi. I've followed it and it has been excellent. We are both national and international at the same time. Our sign language interpreters have been Madam Awor Nancy and Madam Halai Doris. We also want to recognize Madam Mary Kiema, the sub-county police commander. Madam Mary Kiema, you can kindly arise and wave. And lastly, we want to say a big thank you to the Standard Group of newspapers, Standard Group Company, which has been wonderful in airing advertisements on Radio Maisha. And as you have also noticed today, and as you are aware, they have also did a full supplement in today's Standard. Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. The very last is we want to recognize the Standard newspaper photographer who is here with us. Wherever he is, he can just do He's at the back there. Tumpigie makofi. Asanteni sana. I now want to invite the Vice Chancellor to take over the program for the remaining session. And we are almost coming to the tail end. Mr. Vice Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in accordance with the Statute 28, Section 5 of Laikipia University Statutes of 2019, I now declare the 8th Congregation of Laikipia University dissolved. A few announcements to our graduates. First, congratulations to all of you, wherever you are, in the Republic of Kenya or outside the Republic. One is that we are in the process of producing your certificates, your degrees and diplomas, and we shall communicate to you the appropriate time that you will come and pick them. I think that is it. Thank you very much.
Let us all be attentive for the national anthem.